Hi guys, greetings to you all, and once again you are welcome to the Stratford Africa channel. This is your Red Talk Show series. This is the series where we do and we discuss topical stuff about Manchester United and everything that is coming out from the club, aside from our usual match previews and match reactions that we do. The topical stuff, we do it on the Red Talk Show series. And if you like, you can call this one your international break edition. You know, the lads are all out on national duties, so there's no upcoming game this weekend. So in as much as I hate the international break, I think it affords us an opportunity like this to take a chill pill and look at things with a general perspective, so that we can discuss like more general and topical stuff into details than we usually do, when we always do and then just talk about the upcoming games and what happens. Now in this episode today we were talking a lot. We have a loads of stuff lined up for discussion, so please buckle up and join me. Let's do this. So before that, once again I urge you all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and please smash the like button on the video and share it to your friends and invite more people onto the community. So that being said, let's just move straight into it and look at the number of topics that we have lined up for discussion in this video. First, we will take a look at our transfer window. How has it gone? What is our feeling about the window? We will discuss that. And then after that, we will look at Ronaldo. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo has just signed for us, and we look at him as a player and the impact he's expected to have on this team. Then also, one other issue that I think needs to be talked about is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's decisions, Bruno Fernandes, and the way we play. Our style of play in our last 2 games, you all know, hasn't been that impressive. So we'll touch a little bit on that. And then also, last topic for the day is my expectations for the season. You know, I didn't want to see it or do anything in that area because the transfer window was still open, and I didn't want to see anything, and later I'll have to change it again. So now that we have the transfer window closed, no more incomings, no more outgoings, we now have our squad set. We know who we've got, we know who we haven't got. Then based on that, I think one will now be in a better position to do predictions and lay out your expectations from the squad in general. So I think we will touch on that too, and then just summarize all that we have and bring the show to an end. So that being said, and without much time wasted, let's just move straight and look at the first item, which happens to be our transfer window. So on the transfer market and the dealings and the signings United have made, I think I would like to start on a negative note and then end on a positive note in that one. So the negative note is the glaring issue in our midfield. We all know that we ended the transfer window without the much needed holding midfielder or central defensive midfielder every fan of Manchester United was crying out loud and praying for. We didn't get that. So that is very, very disappointing there, because everybody knows what a proper CDM, the kind of impact such a player will have on this squad, the kind of balance that will bring into the squad. So we weren't able to get that. So I think it was very, very disappointing. But that being said, as I put on Twitter the other day, we didn't get our CDM, but we can't moan too much about the business that the club did. So all I have to say is that we do what? We go with what we've got, give the lads our support, and then move on. So that being said, I think apart from that, I think the window was a very, very positive window. So in my ratings, I rated 8 out of 10. So I think Manchester United had a very good window, bar the CDM issue, and it was an 8 out of 10 window for me. So it was a very, very good window, and if you even look at the sort of signings that we made, one can say that we went into the transfer market, or we went into this summer with some 3 basic issues in our squad that needed sorting, and then we came out of it with 2 of them being dealt with only 1 outstanding and a bonus in the form of Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, the Ronaldo signing has only said that some few weeks ago that he's happy with the business we've done. Any other thing else that happens, he will consider it as a bonus. And then after that, the Ronaldo signing happened. So to me, Ronaldo is the bonus. I always refer to him as our bonus signing. So you see, so to get two of our three most important issues sorted, I think we can't move too much. But that being said, I think the owners could have still done better instead of delaying this to another year. Because in that area, we went into the window needing a center back, a right winger, and a CDM. You all know that the right winger was signed. The center back came in, a very, very top and experienced one in Rafael Varane. So you can't moan that much in that area. It's only the CDM that we didn't get. So I think it was a very, very open window. And before even we went into this summer, if somebody had told you that United will sign Sancho, sign Varane, and add Cristiano Ronaldo on top of it, I think nobody would have believed them. Because these sort of signings are football manager and FIFA staff. You understand? Nobody would have believed that this will happen in real life. And in a real life, we have those signings under our belt. So the transfer window was an 8/10 for me. You really can't moan that much. I would have bited your finger for these three signings. So they went out and they got them. So I think the manager will have to try all his best he can to get the best out of this squad, even though there's still that hole inside the squad. There's still a massive hole in the middle. It's just, if you look at our squad right now, it's just like you going into the shopping mall or a store. You see a very nice looking bread. It's well baked, it's smelling nice, and then you pick it up, you like it, you buy it, then you only to send it home and cut the bread and realize there is a big hole inside the bread. You see how disappointing that will be. So I think that is how our transfer window went. Even though the bread smells nice, the attack is okay, the defense is good, but there is a very deep hole in the middle, which we will have to just manage our way around until January or till the end of the season. So that being said, I think that brings me to my next topic, which is our bonus signing, Cristiano Ronaldo. As I've already said, I describe him as the bonus signing because he was the only signing that happened after the bonus comment was made. And if you really look at the Ronaldo profile player, like that signing, in my opinion, early on I didn't agree with it, because at first I thought we didn't need such a player in the team. When we had the likes of Rashford, we were waiting to come back, Greenwood is firing, Cavani is there, so I didn't think we really needed Ronaldo. But that being said, I think he still improves our squad and he still gives us value for the amount of money we spent on him. Yes, such players, when they are available for this chicken piece, whether you need them or not, you don't waste time. You just go on and get it done. So I understand why the club did it, and also to stop them from going to that oil club. You understand? That would have ruined us, our legacy and his legacy. So I get why the club did it, but I think if you deep down, football-wise, it didn't make any sense, because we really needed a CDM much more prudent, like urgently, than we needed a Cristiano Ronaldo. But as I've already said, that being said, it doesn't mean Ronaldo is finished. He's not a finished player. At the age of 36, he still has the body composition of someone of 27 or 28. You understand? So the man is a very, very top athlete, and he will help us going forward. So after I have laid down clear my feelings about the signing, so now let's just move forward and then look at the impact Ronaldo will have on this team, and then also talk about Solskjaer and Bruno and our style of play, and then our expectation for this season in a bit. So all of these are still lined up for you in this video. So please don't move away. Let's just stay together and do this. So I think impact wise, as I said earlier, the man is a top athlete and he's a goal scorer. He has a very, very good winning mentality. He's out here to win. He's not giving up, and he's not bringing his career to an end. That is one very exciting thing about that I see about his signing. You know, he knows that this current Juventus team is not in the best of shapes, and now considering the fact that Lionel Messi have moved from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain, who has seemed to have, assembled a very, very formidable team. Ronaldo thinks if he stays at Juve, with Messi going to PSG, Messi is going to win a lot of things at PSG with that team they have. And if that happens, the gap between these two in the GOAT debate is going to widen. And Ronaldo doesn't want that to happen. He also wants to keep winning things to stay relevant in that debate. So that's why he wanted out of Juventus. And with that mentality, to add to the quality we already have, I think our dressing room will be one of the best dressing rooms in the league. And he's going to be demanding standards week in, week out from the lads. We understand. He won't come here and let anybody else mess him up, because he's looking at Messi's impact at PSG, and he will be looking to replicate something similar here. You get it? So I think winning mentality wise, he will bring that loads and loads of that into our dressing room, and then also he will score goals for us. Yes, people are saying he's not the same player as we had him some 12 or 13 years ago. Yes, I agree, but that doesn't mean he can't impact this team. Yes, he's not the player who always had the ball dribbled and put defenders into shame. He's not that player anymore. Now he's more focused, he's more about output, he's more about results, and he's more about scoring goals. You understand? It is his aerial ability, his finishing, his movement in the box. That is what he comes with. Goals and goals and goals. So people keep throwing his age about as if he's a finished player. He's not. Forgetting that Romelu Lukaku signed for Chelsea and people are hailing him. Even though I agree he's a better fit to Chelsea's team, but that doesn't still mean Ronaldo can't perform. You understand? Yes, Ronaldo outscored Lukaku in the Serie A last season, just this last season. And look at the team Lukaku was playing in and the team Ronaldo was playing in. So that should tell you that the man is a very motivated guy and he's a goal scorer. Another impact too, I think he will bring on this squad is his role modeling ability. I think he's the best example or the best role model the club could have given our young lads. The likes of Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood, even Marcus Rashford, they will all learn from this guy. He lives and breathes the game. He's married to this game of football. Look at the way he has been able to extend his career. He's 36 and he's still playing at the top level, and he's looking to play all the way to the age of 40. You understand? And these guys we have are talented guys. What they only need to do is improve their attitude towards the game, their work rate, look after their bodies very well. And I think the whole world, Cristiano Ronaldo is the best example in these areas. So I think for them to come into training every day, train with Ronaldo, look at him, ask him questions, learn from him, and copy his lifestyle, I think in the long run it will benefit the club. Because if Mason Greenwood is able to extend his career this long, coming from our academy, I don't think he might be agitating to leave. And being English, he will stay. Rashford will equally stay. Sancho will equally stay. So if we can get long careers from these talented lads, I think in the long run, United benefits. So that being said, and also he brings the fear factor back. If you are a defense, when we are lined up in the dagger trying to come out and play, and you look over your shoulder and you see Ronaldo standing there, Cavani in there, Pogba in there, Bruno in there, already you are shivering before even the ball is kicked. So I think that he comes with another fear factor. The fear factor, he's bringing that back to Old Trafford. So I think Ronaldo is a very, very good signing, even though like we needed a CDM more urgently than we did than him. But him coming through will lift our spirits, and expectations will go up a little bit higher. So that being said, I think we welcome Ronaldo back to his home. The fans of Manchester United have always loved him. We've always sung his name, and he knows that is why he chose to come back. So we are welcoming him back, and the CR7 brand needs to make a mark again at Old Trafford. So hopefully he can achieve that. His number 7 jersey, Cavani has released it. It has been confirmed today that he's going to wear the number 7, and Cavani will move on and pick up Daniel James's number 21. So that being said, I think I forgot to mention James in my transfer aspect. He has also moved on and gone to Leeds United, because you know Ronaldo coming in, his opportunities will be limited, and the Leeds manager has been on his radar. He has chased him for a couple of years now, and I think with his energy and his work rate, he's a player that is tailor-made for that kind of football Leeds is playing. So in that area too, we wish we, the team from the Stratford Africa, we wish Daniel James all the best in his future endeavor at Leeds United, and all of that. So moving on, I think this brings me to my next topic, which is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Bruno Fernandes coupled with the way we play football. We have just signed Ronaldo. Judging from our last 2 games, if we are going to keep playing the way we played against Southampton and Wolves, I don't think we can be able to make the best out of Ronaldo, because Ronaldo won't run around. Ronaldo won't beat 2 men to score a goal now. He will be in and around the box, so we have to make the chances for him. We have to make sure we put the right balls in the box. We have to make sure we move the ball quickly enough to get to him in the box, create the chances for him to be able to score goals. And the way we play now, we don't create a lot of chances. We don't even dominate games. We are very sloppy on the ball. So if you play like that, Ronaldo is going to be isolated up front and he won't get the service. So I think Ole and the coaching staff needs to work on that. Our passing has been the worst since in these last 3 games. In these last 2 games. So we need to up our tempo. We need to improve our on-the-ball ability, and also we need to improve our chance creation. And Ole's decisions needs to get better. He can't keep sitting the likes of Van de Beek Dems on the bench and keep playing Fred, who has been playing well. Fred hasn't been playing well at all, you understand? So just change it up. Let's see something else. Give the other lads an opportunity to showcase what they can do. You understand? So those are the things that are very frustrating about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And then also Bruno Fernandes, his positioning hasn't been the best in our last 2 games. Because of the hat-trick he scored against Leeds, I think it is getting into his head. He now thinks he's an attacker or he's a forward player, forgetting that he's our central attacking midfielder. He's the one who's supposed to stay in between the pivot and the attack, and try and take the ball off the pivot and then feed it to our attack. But the moment we start to attack, he will leave and go and add himself up onto the attackers, creating a gap between the midfield pivot and the attack. So we struggle to create chances. Meanwhile, that is your duty. You are the one supposed to be creating the chances for us. So please get that out of your head and come back and do what you are supposed to do. I think someone in the coaching setup really needs to get hold of him, and then tell him this. Tell him that he's playing too much high up. He's playing too much higher up. He should come a little bit back, pick up the ball from the likes of Fred, Pogba, Dems, and then feed it into Greenwood, Cavani, Ronaldo, Dems. If you go and add up yourself to them, how would the ball get to you or you lot? Understand? If you look at our game against Wolves United, we were just lined up in a line like that with the Wolves defense, with Pogba and Pogba and Fred having the ball in the midfield center circle with nobody in front of them. The rest were Wolves players. So there was just a huge gap in between our attack and some portions of our midfield and our defense. So it looks like our team looked like an island that was divided into sectors by the sea. You understand? So the players need to work on their positioning and then get better at that. So I think that being said, and that is a job for the coaching staff to try and sort out. You understand? So Bruno needs to work on his positioning. He has to stop looking to score goals and then start looking to create them. That is his role in the team. When the opportunity arises and he gets a goal too, fine. But his primary role is to create goals. If the attacking players has dropped deep and then he can overlap them, then fine. Like he scored the goals against Leeds United, then okay, we are good with that. But to leave your place and go and add up to the likes of Greenwood, Dems, Cavani, Dems up front and expect Fred to give you the ball, I don't think that will help us. It creates a disjoint in our attacking structure. That's why I said in the game against Wolves that we didn't have any structure attacking wise or going forward. You understand? So Bruno really needs to sort that issue out. So that being said, let's just touch on our last topic and then bring the show to an end. So let me know your expectations about the squad and the manager and the team as a whole in going into this season. Where do you expect them to finish? Are you expecting them to win the league? Do you want them to win the Champions League, or you want a trophy? Or how many points do you think they should make? So let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section, and please once again subscribe if you haven't, and hit a like on the video. So that being said, I think one of the key things I am expecting to see this season is our set piece defending and our set piece attacking wise. We need to score more set piece goals, and we need to defend our set pieces better. The defensive aspect, I think I have already seen signs of that, and the attacking too has improved, even though a lot of our headers has been misplaced. So I think with Ronaldo coming in and Eric Ramsey being hired as a special set piece coach to take the team through that, I expect us to score more set piece goals this season. And then also, I don't still think we are favorite to win the league yet. Yes, we've got Ronaldo, we've got Varane, yes, but we are not favorite to win the league. The league is very, very difficult to win compared to the other cup competitions, because over a 38-game season, any lapses that lies in your squad gets exposed, because there will be suspensions, there will be injuries, there will be loss of form, players will get tired, and all of that, and you have to play everybody back and forth twice in the season. So winning the league is very, very difficult, and I don't think the balance and the squad we have can win the league yet. So I don't think we are favorite to win the league. That being said, I still expect us to put in a very, very strong and serious title challenge. We have to stay in around the mist all the way till the end of the season, and then if we come off the season with 5 or 4 points behind the league winners, then I will take that as progress. And then also we have to make about 85 to 87 points this season. Our point tally has to increase. We made close to around 77 points or 76 points last season. So I expect us to move forward and hit 85 to 87. And then the difference between our points and the one who ends up winning the league should not be more than 5 points. This is my expectation in the league. And apart from that, I think we also need to win a trophy, be it the Champions League, the FA Cup, or the Carabao Cup. One of these 3 trophies, we need to win them this season. We can't keep staying trophyless like we've done for the past 4 years. Our status as a football club doesn't merit that. And with this squad we've got, I think with the cup competitions, we've got a chance there. Because that one, with the cup competitions, the draws can even favor you. You understand? If you are lucky and you can just maneuver your way through the draws and get to the final, and then it becomes a one-game thing. If you turn up and win the final, you have a trophy. You understand? So I expect us to win the FA Cup, or the Carabao Cup, or the Champions League. And if we don't win the Champions League and we win any of the other cups, at least progress and get to about semi-final, at least quarterfinals of the Champions League, or even semi-finals. You understand? That will be progress, and then we add up next summer and then become the top team we are all looking to build. You understand? So let me know your expectations again in the comment section, as I said, and all the topic that I have discussed, what you think about them in the comment section, and please subscribe if you haven't. So that being said, I think that is all that we have for you in this episode of the Red Talk Show. We've talked about our transfer market. We've talked about Ronaldo as a signing and the impact we expect him to have on the team. We've also talked about Solskjaer and where he needs to improve, and our attacking structure. We've also talked about our expectations for this season. So let me know what you think about all of these topics, and please keep the comments coming in. I'll be reading them all. So that being said, I think that is all I have for you in this episode. Until we meet again next time, have a nice time to you all, and stay safe out there. Bye bye.